Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Rate My Lunch.
It's right my lunchtime.
Rate My Lunchtime. 12:30, a little bit earlier. George, are you still rubbing the sleep out of your eyes?
I would say, firstly, early bird gets the lunch. Secondly, I'm feeling all right. I'm feeling good. How about you, Christian? I see you've got your antlers on. Or are they antlers? What are they? These are.
Different ones.
They are.
Different ones. I've got two pairs.
Wow.
For as and when. But yeah, I went for the darker ones this time because it's Monday. It's feeling a bit. We're sort of mourning the weekend.
We are, and it is also Cyber Monday, which is a bad day for the world in terms of carbon emissions. So sad day.
Oh, that's a shame. Well, stay. Don't breathe it in, everyone. George, what have you got for your lunch?
Today I've got some lovely hummus. Not the Delphi pot. It's Sabra hummus. I'm going to try the Delphi pot after the Sabra. I think I'm saying that right. It's a meze. I'm trying to get a few mezes under my belt at the moment. One of them being just a bit of toast with a bit of hummus on.
Sabra one is like the smoothest hummus going.
It's pretty smooth.
It's so smooth. It's very tahini forward.
It is. Tahini is present. Probably the first thing you'd taste in it is the tahini, but that isn't a bad thing. How about you, Christian? What are you rocking today for your mouth?
Well, I've got something that tastes nice and is quite healthy, but doesn't look the best.
Okay.
So it's a little salad. We've got some hummus here.
Lovely.
Spinach, better spinach, bit of beetroot, raw mushrooms, and I've got a nice Lidl vegetable burger to treat myself.
Lovely. Monday. Gotta treat yourself.
Exactly. But anyway, those are our pretty bog standard average lunches. I know our guest is going to bring a lot more fire to this Monday.
Pizzazz. Yeah, for sure.
Pizzazz in the maximum, and that is because our guest is Ellen Mcleod.
Ellen Mcleod.
Hey.
Do you guys know each other?
Yeah, we do actually. We go. We're actually housemates, and we are in a relationship. So
wow.
Yeah.
This is probably one of the first meals we've had in this new place that isn't the same meal, actually. So I know nothing about Ellen's meal.
That's good,
What's the first meal I've had? We've not eaten in this room before. The one
That's
that I'm
true.
in.
Yeah.
So that's something new.
Is that I'm presuming here, making a prez out of you and me, but is that the bedroom that you're talking about?
It is the room with the bed in, yeah.
It is.
You've not eaten in the bedroom yet? Not even like a little popcorn?
No, I don't think so. I don't think I've had actually the other morning when I was having breakfast, I did bring a bit of toast in here as I was passing through, like on a plate. So I had maybe a munch. I've not sat down to have a meal in this room. No.
It's a big day for that.
Well, yeah. Let's. I look forward to seeing what you're christening it with today. Talk us through your lunch.
Special. So I've gone something very different. I will probably actually never have this ever again, I don't think, but we'll see. So I'm feeling like I'm very on brand with this lunch because I've gone for I want top 10 lookability. So this is what my lunch looks like. We've got an R, and the R, I've made some raspberry rice. I mean, I don't know how this is going to taste. So I think, how you get like mango sticky rice? I'm thinking maybe it could be like that. Then we've got in the middle, we've got some mango, some melon, and some mint.
Whoa.
For the end. So that's like a little fruiting in the middle. And then the end one is a strange thing to end on, but this is lettuce and lentils. So yeah, as you see, I've gone very on brand. I think the lookability is a solid 10, but we'll get there in a minute.
Let's get there first.
Yeah.
Amazing job.
So
I love that. Yeah, it's the colours and it's the all the foods in it are that start with that letter. I think that's
exactly. I did even try, because obviously your colours are red, blue, and green. I really would have liked a blue M, but I couldn't think of any that was blue. That's an M. So we've just gone for a sort of fun mix of colours in the middle. We've still gone for the red and the green, but no blue. So
I mean, there aren't many blue foods, to be fair,
for the ability.
Yeah, I think the only blue
that's what I thought. I mean,
think of are fruits, really. Blueberries.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But that's a B, isn't it? It's not an M.
Right, exactly. It wouldn't work in that system. Yeah, quite right.
Exactly.
Wow. It's an alliterative lunch, which is probably the first we've seen on this show, which is a big thing. I take this very seriously.
Thank you.
Not just a lunch,
but
a statement.
we'll obviously see what the taste is like. It's going to be a bit odd, I think, but we'll see. Maybe it's delicious. Maybe it's revolutionary.
Let's see.
Okay,
let's have a go.
So I'm going to do an R, an M, and an L, and then I know how you like people to have all of it together. So I have actually also brought a blender with me in the room today. I can blend it up and see what it's like.
Amazing.
So for the raspberry rice, let's give this a go. Rice is a bit cold now as well. Do you know what? It's not bad actually. It's a bit like mango sticky rice. Except what I would say is the raspberries are slightly sour actually. They're not too sweet. But what's nice is you get a bit of a crunch from the raspberry, from like this. So the texture's not there. I know obviously the texture's not a rating that Gail brought up, she said, but it's all right. It's not too bad. Now I'm looking forward to the M because I like mango, melon, and mint, and I think together that's going to be a good combination. So we'll get a bit of each. We've got some mango, got some mint.
That's more tried and tested.
That mint is delicious, actually. Solid. That's really good. I like that a lot. I've actually put some mint in my water as well because I like mint. So
Wow, I mean, Jazz was the first to prepare a drink. I mean, Rob had the drink as well, but Jazz prepared a drink, and that's a prepared drink. So that's gonna.
Yeah, and I did actually also think about doing a drink. Like Ribena and Monster and lemonade, but it just became too much, So I decided not to do that.
I mean, a drink is a liquid, and that is an L in itself.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so now we're going on to the final, the L, which is lentils. Oh, it looks very dry. Oh god, it's quite hard. It's not got any dressing, so it is literally just some lentils and some iceberg. No. It's got quite a nice crunch, but flavour-wise, pretty disappointing. There's not much there at all. So all in all, do you know what? That tasteability is very good. Because the raspberry rice it's okay, but I wouldn't make it again. The lentil lettuce, poor, very poor. I am a fan of the M, the mango, melon, and mint. That's good. I would eat that again. I'm actually excited that I've got more of that in the fridge to come later. But I mean, separately, I tell you what we'll do. If we put everything together, then I can do tasteability if you want.
Yeah, that's a good idea, actually.
Okay. Would you like
I think it would be sad not to use the blender. Personally.
If we have a blender, I think the blender needs to be used personally as well.
We're going to add some little bit of mint water just because obviously all this stuff's not very liquidy. Okay, so now we're going in with the L. The left all going in, by the way. Then we've got the mango, the melon, the mint.
All in there.
Oh god, this is dodgy. We've got the rice, raspberry. Now I'm going to show you a little. It's not good. This is what it looks like before we blend it up. Got to add a bit of water to help it blend.
Wow.
Think that would be good. Maybe a bit more. Okay.
This is real dedication, actually.
We've got some action during as well, like some live action, which is good. Okay, right. Let's blend this up.
And that is, the blender's normally there in the bedroom anyway, just for everyone at home. That's why we keep the blender. So.
Right. That's very liquidy, almost like a juice. And I've brought top to go with all. Quite awful, actually. Okay. Now the smell is not bad. It's quite minty. Do you know what? That's actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be. It's just very minty. It's quite lumpy. I'm not going to lie. It's not. The rice hasn't blended very full. It looks horrible, but it actually doesn't taste that bad. I mean, as I say, I will never be eating this lunch again. It's not the nicest.
I was going to say, the blended rice is not a thing I've ever heard anyone do ever before. So that's probably a first food-wise.
Yeah, I'm having more, actually. It's not very good at all. It's actually quite horrible, to be honest.
Right.
I am.
That's a shame.
It's really actually quite disgusting. So, I mean, looks right now, that lookability is very low. But we have to think about the lookability when it was first brought out. And I'm going to say a solid lookability is 10. It was solid.
Okay, but what do we have for tasteability first? Sorry.
So tasteability, when I combine it all, it's a very poor score of a 2.
Whoa, lowest score.
It's very bad. It's very, very horrible. Like, it just tastes like lumpy mint.
Yeah,
lumpy mint. Yeah,
and and just look. It's just. I won't be having this lunch ever again.
Okay.
The combination of all the flavors just don't. It's actually starting to make me feel a little bit nauseous thinking about it. So that's definitely for 1.5.
So
I think the longer it sits,
tasteability.
it's actually getting worse. Yeah, in general. And you know what? Even though the looks were good, as you know, you would say if mine could speak, it would say never be this again. So I think in terms of like lunchability, I'm gonna go for a 2.
Wow.
It's very awful.
Our lowest ever ratings, probably.
Because
I think even with that 10.
That was the first 10 we've had. Well, was it?
It was. I mean, look. I don't know. I think you've had some 9.5s. I don't think you've had a 10. I think the look for a 10. It doesn't matter because my mouth's not looking, you know?
Yeah, your mouth tasting famously.
My mouth's tasting and the taste.
Edgar Allan Poe said that.
Yeah. The taste is very bad. So yeah, all
style over substance.
Yeah.
Which is a criticism that's been levelled at this show, in fact.
Really
and I just want to put those things to bed because though it does look as good as Ellen's lunch, there's something more that we've got in store. And George, I think you're going to show that now with this segment.
I am going to show it with the segment. The segment today is one I spent a lot of time doing. By a lot of time, I mean maybe 10 minutes. Today, the segment, can you see this?
Nice, yeah.
It's called Evan or L.
Oh, nice.
Now, each of these foods
is
going to be shown to Ellen here, and she's going to have to decide whether they belong in food heaven or food hell. Now, this is the first objective, subjective game show where there is a right answer to this. So I'm going to start off with round 1.
What's that?
That is haggis.
Well, I'm Scottish, so I'm going heaven.
Heaven.
I actually really like haggis.
Okay, let's see what the computer says, because I didn't make these answers. The computer put them up. Oh, sorry, I'm afraid it's a hell. Oh, God.
No, that's national. I don't like it.
Yeah, no, I mean, didn't make these, by the way. This is ham. This This is some ham.
I mean, I don't really like ham, to be honest. For me, it's a hell, but I'm sure it'll be a heaven. But I don't really like ham.
Let me just quickly put this into the. It's a heaven. God, this is this is a hard one. Oh, there's the hummus. I've already clicked it. There's a free one for you.
Yeah, I love a hummus.
Okay, absolutely. Here comes the next one, coming in fast and hot.
Is that custard?
No, it's hollandaise.
I like hollandaise.
Would you have it by itself?
Nice with some eggs.
Okay.
Probably not by itself, no. But a strange thing. Just it's not like a soup.
And for that reason, it's hell. You wouldn't have it by itself. It's going to hell.
Okay.
Next.
Oh, heaven. I love a hash brown.
Everyone. You've got to be heaven for this one. It's got to be. And it is. Heaven. It's a heaven. Yeah. This one here. What is this we have? That's a haddock.
Yeah.
A haddock? Is it a raw haddock or a cooked haddock?
Oh, that's a tough question. I'm not. It's a picture.
Or a clip art haddock.
I believe it might be a clip art haddock, as Christian said. It's not actually real. It's just on the screen.
I've never had clip art haddock. I quite like normal haddock that's cooked and from the fish and chip shop. So for that, I would say heaven. But this kind is a hell. It's not even a food. It's a picture.
I'm going to be honest. I've forgotten what the computer put here, so we're all going to find out together. It's a hell. It's definitely. Sorry. What are these?
Macadamia nuts. Is that what
they are? What you find on Google if you type in hazelnut.
Oh, that's hazelnut. Interesting.
Maybe.
Okay. I always thought these were macadamia nuts because whenever I get a mixed bag of nuts, the macadamia nuts and the almonds always gave me a itchy tongue. I think I'm slightly intolerant.
Okay.
But they taste good. Like hazelnut is obviously this is a hazelnut. I'm gonna say heaven.
Heaven. I'm afraid it's a hell because nuts have allergies and allergies kill people because they send them straight to hell.
Really bad at this.
What is this here?
That's some sort of burger.
That is Seymour Skinner's famed steamed ham.
A patented Skinner burger.
A patented Skinner burger.
I don't know about this. Again, like ham, but it looks quite interesting. Let's go heaven.
Heaven. Seymour Skinner is an honorary teacher and just a general great person. He's going to heaven. Anything he touches is. The final.
There's your name. Oh, yeah. You've photoshopped something odd in there.
What? No, it's just a hot dog.
Yes, you have. Have you put me on that? It's a dashend.
It's a hot dog. What is it? Heaven or hell?
Well, I like dashend and I like heaven.
But you wouldn't eat them.
No.
It's going to hell. And there's a closed up thing of the dash hound in the hot dog. That's been heaven or hell. That was our segment today.
Brilliant. Now, I can't wait for the critics to watch that and just have all of their questions dealt with.
That's it, because they are definitive. Everything said there, we typed it into a supercomputer and it came out with that. So it's not really an opinion anymore. It's more just fact now. So.
Excellent. Well, thanks, George. And thanks, Ellen, for your lunch. We need to do some ratings now.
We do.
I'll kick things off. I'm going to say that, Ellen, you've really charmed us. Charmed us.
Thanks.
And your lunch looked great. There's no two ways about it. It's the best looking lunch I think we've had, personally, because you've got the logo in there. You really thought about the presentation, the components within the presentation. Oh, I'm a sucker for alliteration, and you've really run riot with your lunch today. So, but unfortunately, it's not a lunch you'll ever have again. And this is an informational program. We want people to be inspired, and I just frankly, they're not going to be inspired by that taste and overall lunchability rating. So I'm going to have to mark you down for that, I'm afraid. I love your ingenuity. I'm going to give you an 85. 85.
85. Wow. Okay. Now I'm gonna. It's tough here because obviously we rate lunches on 3 categories, and one category being amazing, and obviously the segment was what it was. I think we're looking at a good score, not a great score. 85, I'm feeling is a bit too high, but at the same time, I mean, let's look at the leaderboard. Who have we got around the 85? Look, Chris Shepherd's at 86. Elric's 83.5, preparing a 4-course Whopper. So it's it's just really tough today. This is a tough position I find myself in.
I know. I'm gonna lie, like I feel like I'm on the same level than Elric, you know?
Yeah.
That the lunch was pretty damn awful. Like 85, I feel was pretty high.
Bit generous, maybe.
I think it's generous. The taste was just awful.
But you know what? I'm going to give it a 53, just because it looked great, but it just wasn't. It wasn't a lunch I'd order. You know, I don't go into a restaurant and be like, "Hey, give me a big old plate of RML." Yeah, anyway, patent pending. But
I would also never have that lunch again, as I said, ever.
Yeah, I mean, you were a great guest. You came on. You did the charming. And obviously the segment was a hard one, but yeah, I think 53. So Christian, can we have a crunch of those numbers, please, just to get some middle ground?
I thought I knew what it was. I've just crunched it on the calculator just to make sure.
Yeah.
But I think, George, you're going to be joined at the bottom of the leaderboard because that's a 69.
No.
Genuinely
Incredible.
the exact rating to take it to a 69. Well,
That is
something beautiful about that.
Wow.
Well,
So
I did say
Ellen, you have made the current top 10.
I didn't want to sit in the middle of that. Pardon?
You do currently make the top 10, but yeah, by a thread. Is that right, George?
Yeah.
No, that is actually false, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 people on there. So Christian, me, you, and Ellen are all out of the top 10. Everyone on this call here is not in the top 10 for Rate My Lunch, which is
are just failures.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Wow. Lots to think about today.
Yeah.
Anything to promote, Ellen?
That was very fun. No.
Cool. Well, it was lovely having you on, and I hope to have you on again soon in the near future.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Have a lovely rest of your day and your week.
Thank you. We're going to get a Christmas tree today.
That's what we're doing.
Nice. Well, all the best with that. See you soon.
Thank you.
And I'd just like to say, George, it's the end of November, and I've been trying to grow a moustache for the whole of the month.
I can see it. First time today.
I can barely see it. No, I saw one of my housemates' friends yesterday, and she said, and we were talking about it, and one of my friends had grown a moustache and had shaved it off, and he said that he'd been growing it for November, and then I was like, oh yeah, I have too, and she was like, oh, you did it as well. Did in the past tense, as though I'd also shaved it off. Which just about my effort.
It's fine, some people are just not going to grow a beard, and I've accepted I'm one of them. I think it's time you join me in those rankings and accept we're not going to win the golden vegetable this year, and we're also not going to be able to grow a beard by the time we're 30. So
even if you can or can't, haven't been able to grow a moustache in the month, or if you haven't been sponsored, you can still donate. So make sure if you want to do something good, donate to that worthy cause. Just remains for us to say, it's not quite dinner,
but it's just after brunch.
Everyone, let's come
and rate my lunch.
See you